What's up guys, FM Campbell here, welcome to another episode of the Building a Force series with York City. Don't forget, we have just started the second season. We were promoted up to League 1 from League 2. Don't forget to check out previous episodes if you do not want to have any spoilers in this episode. A couple of people are asking via the Twitter what happened in the leagues above us. So we're going to get straight into that before we go into any updates and obviously the rest of the stuff that we normally go through, and then obviously the live game that we have today. We've got the Johnston Paint Trophy today, as you can see, away to Doncaster, so a relatively big game. I'd like to do well one season in the Johnston Paint Trophy. So yeah, but anyway, we'll go and we'll have a look at the league, and we'll go up to the Premier League. We'll start the Premier League and then we'll go around a little bit around Europe, give you a little bit of update as to how they're all getting on. So we'll go to the full league and we'll go to last season. So here we go then. Man United won the league in the Premier League. Crystal Palace, Watford and Ipswich were all relegated. Don't forget, actually we'll go from the first season. Don't forget we actually holidayed from the first season because I didn't want to have the same generic transfers, the same generic loans, the same generic staff and players and stuff like that. So we holidayed a year. You guys voted for the team for us to be. We picked York City. Well, we didn't pick them, but you guys voted for York City, closely followed by Portsmouth, I think, and MK Dons, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that one. It was a while ago. But yeah, this is how it fell then. In the first season, so this is the season that we holidayed in the Premier League. Man United won the league. Aston Villa, Sunderland, and West Brom were all relegated. Every single one of them were relegated. So they went down to the Championship. Then in the Championship in the first season, Ipswich came up, they were champions. Norwich and Watford joined them via the promotion spots. Millwall, Rotherham, excuse the Millwall and the Huddersfield badges, by the way, that's from the World Network game that I still haven't changed. I do need to do that. But yeah, Ipswich went up via winning the league, obviously. Norwich via the playoff spot, and then in the actual playoffs themselves, not the playoff spot, the promotion spot, but then in the actual playoff themselves, Watford joined Norwich and Ipswich up to the Premier League. Millwall, Rotherham and Blackpool were relegated. Then if we go down to League 1, Doncaster won it. They've gone up to the Championship. Yeovil were promoted, and then MK Dons won it. One promotion via the playoffs. Port Vale, Colchester and Oldham were all relegated. League 2, Shrewsbury were champions. Portsmouth and Plymouth got the automatic promotion spots. Stevenage went up. York City, when we weren't in charge of them, come 7th, which is a real good finish for them. It was probably the fans were probably quite annoyed that we took over from the manager that we did, because he done very, very well, because they're predicted to not do very well at all. The season after, for example, they were predicted to finish 17th. So that just gives you an illustration as to how well they actually did that season. Cambridge and Cheltenham were relegated. We'll go back up to the Championship for the second season. To the Championship, sorry, the Premier League. So the second season, United done the double. They got 2 championships, as you see. They won the Premier League again by 2 points. City in second, Chelsea and Arsenal following up in third and fourth. Palace, Watford and Ipswich. So Watford and Ipswich were straight back down. Norwich had a good season, finishing in 11th place. But yeah, Palace joined Watford and Ipswich back down to the Championship. In the Championship itself, Sheffield Wednesday won it. They're actually now our parent club. They went up to the Premier League via winning the league. Derby got the automatic promotion spots, and Fulham joined them via the playoffs. Middlesbrough, MK Dons and Doncaster all down to League 1 to join us in League 1 as we were promoted. That's the current. So, no, wrong way. So down to League 1 then. Preston were winners and they went up by quite comfortably actually. Plymouth and Bristol City also were promoted. Fleetwood, Crawley, Coventry and Stevenage all went down to League 2. And then in League 2, obviously, as you know, Oxford won it. Crewe were promoted via the automatic promotion spots. So were ourselves. So the 3 of us all went up. And then Tranmere were promoted via the playoffs. AFC Wimbledon and Eastleigh went down to the Vanarama Conference. But we'll go around Europe very, very quickly. It was probably best to do it this way. Excuse my hay fever, by the way. Europe. Where the hell do I go? I can't even remember now. Competitions? what I want is, well, we've got to the Premier League. Here we go, that's what we want. So we'll go to La Liga, not Spain, we want a La Liga. Fine, Athletic Bilbao. This is a long way to do it, bloody hell. There we go then. So we'll go off to the stages and we'll look at how the teams did. First season, Real Madrid were champions. Villarreal, Atletico and Barcelona followed them. Malaga, Eibar and Almeria went down. In the second season, Barcelona were champions after finishing quite poorly, really, in the first season in 4th position. That's really bad. Barcelona, Real Madrid in 2nd, Atletico and then Bilbao. And then this season, currently, Atletico sit top. Barca, joint points by goal difference, they're in 2nd. Villarreal 3rd and Real Madrid in 4th place. Considering they've all played 7 games, they've only won 4. That's quite poor for Spain, especially Barca and Real Madrid. Quite shocking, really, I suppose, in that one. Going over to Germany, we'll go to Bayern in the 1st division. Stages and yeah, okay. So Bayern were champions in the first season. Leverkusen in 2nd, Dortmund then Schalke in the 2nd season. Dortmund won it. Bayern in 2nd, then Schalke again getting their 3rd position. And then currently, as it sits, Schalke still in 3rd, Dortmund top, Bremen in 2nd, and Bayern are sat back in 5th place at the moment. So that's quite interesting to see. We'll go to Italy, Serie A. And it looks like to be real topsy-turvy. Juventus won it the first season, Milan in 2nd, Sampdoria 3rd, so Napoli right down here, Lazio all the way back here. That's quite poor. In the second season, Juventus won it again. Inter this time in 2nd, Sampdoria then 3rd. Roma 6th. Where were Roma in the first season? 7th. Roma 6th, Napoli 7th. So Milan. How'd you go from 2nd to 13th in one season? Jesus Christ. And then currently Palermo sit top. Juventus 2nd, Parma 3rd. Milan 7th. Roma in 15th. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so that's quite interesting to see. We'll go over to, we'll do France and then that'll be it, and we'll get on with our updates. Oh, Monaco. Ligue 1. And so this is how it went. So PSG, as you would kind of predict, finished 1st. Monaco in 2nd. Lyon 3rd. Possibly expect Marseille to be a bit higher, but again PSG, then Monaco. Marseille dropping down to 8th. They got Lille in 3rd and Lorient in 4th. And currently Marseille are top, Lyon in 2nd, PSG way back in 6th, and where are Lyon? Oh, yeah, Lyon in 2nd. Where's Marseille top? As I said, Bordeaux. Yeah, so that's how it's gone. So yeah, a quick update as to how the other leagues went and how they've kind of mapped together. Right, so a couple of updates before we get into what's been going on during the game. So I've done the main league updates, which people are asking. We finally managed to get rid of some players. Mr. Dugdale, who was winding me right up, Adam Dugdale, he has gone to Barrow on loan. They're paying all of his wages, which is great news. Also, Louis Rowley, the guy that I couldn't get to play well at all last season, he's actually not having a bad season. He got 2nd in, well, not a bad season, not bad month. At the end of September, he got 2nd in Young Player of the Month, so it's not going too badly for him. We've got a Johnston Paint Trophy 2nd round draw away to Doncaster, which is the game that we're playing live today. We've signed a guy called Laurent, Josh Laurent. This guy here, he looks to be a really, really good potential player. 21 years old, he signed on a free. He's gone straight out on loan to Ebbsfleet and they're paying all of his wages. He's got really good potential according to our assistant manager. I really like him. I love a player with good determination. It's always very attractive when I see a player with good determination. It's good value already as well. So I think we could have a real good player, a bright player for the future. And we're looking to press on with these sort of players, get some of these sort of players in, get them loaned out. We've got them on a long-term deal, and hopefully we can make some money, or either make some money on them or press them into the first team, especially if the potential that they've currently got, they actually hit it and make it become, obviously, their current ability. Another one as well that we signed is Sean Goss. This guy's an ex-United player, so I'm quite familiar with him. Again, great potential, signed on a free. He's gone straight on loan to Gateshead, also paid all of his wages. Real good potential ability. He's currently a good player for the most Vanarama Conference sides, but like I said, that potential could be vital come the future. But yeah, both of them players went straight out on loan, which is brilliant. Moving on to Mr. Luke Woodland. You might remember him from last season. He's actually been called up to the United Arab Emirates under 22s team, which is great to see. So we've got players being called up, and his mental attributes are really coming on. Technical attributes slowly will, but he does look quite a good player, to be fair. He's got great potential, as I said. Good player for most Sky Bet League 2 sides. Fairly consistent performer, so I quite like him as well. So we'll see how he gets on. We're 30k per week on wages, under financial fair play, so we're very comfortable financially at the moment. Well, I think we're not comfortable, but we're within our rights. The finances itself isn't looking too healthy, if I'm completely honest. Our balance is currently 549k. It's projected to be 331k, so I'm hoping that we can either do well in a cup competition. Well, it's not looking like we maybe the FA Cup, I suppose, but we do need somewhere where we can get a little bit of money. Our money's sort of been up and down throughout the season. I think we'll probably have to sell players maybe at the end of this season. We have got quite a big squad, including the under-21s. We've got a lot of players here that we could potentially sell. Players like Eddington, Dykes, Hurst, Pereira. Who else have we got? Dugdale at the end of the season. Maybe Lee Croft as well. He might go. McComb, Ilsanmi, Rowley, Richard de Groot, maybe Andrew Burns. These sort of players that I think that we could possibly make some money on. Add into some of the players in the first team as well. There's a couple of players in there that we'll probably look to sell. Maybe Suarez. Maybe where is he? Maybe Jordan Clark. He's not really getting into the team at the moment, although he is still improving. But his potential's dropped now to only 4-star. So we'll decide what we do with him. And one thing that we really have an issue with at the minute is obviously Wes Fletcher has been an absolute beast for us in the first season. Stats-wise, he doesn't look that great. He is 25 years old. We've extended his contract, as you probably know from previous episodes, to 2020. He banged goals for fun last season, but Tom Youngs has come in, and he obviously on loan from Charlton, and he is on fire. He's got 5 goals in 7 appearances, and he's doing really, really well. So I know we've obviously got them two as options. I am trying to rotate them as much as possible, but Wes Fletcher's already hit his potential, and he's not likely to improve too much more in the future. Tom Youngs, I know he is on loan, and he's got better potential ability, but his contract does run out at the end of the season, so we could approach him on a free at the end of the seasons, depending on what happens. But I really want to keep Wes Fletcher because he was so good for us last season, and a couple of people have mentioned in the comment section that how good he was being, and he's kind of followed the club right up to either to the Premier League in their teams or whatever. But he doesn't look that great stats wise. It's just the fact that he always seems to do well, but he's not doing as well so far this season. He's had five appearances, only scoring 2 goals. Average rate in the last 5 games is 6.68. So he's dropped in form a little bit. So hopefully we can get him back playing to a decent level. Last thing to add as well, Jordan Evans. We've actually got 4 wingers already. We've got Coulson, Lee Croft, Carson, and Sellers that can all play on the wing. Plus Jordan Clark can play on the right hand side as well. So we actually decided to loan out Jordan Evans. I didn't opt to loan him out. Mansfield came in and they made an offer to loan him for a month. I said, yeah, okay, fine, that's fair enough. He's got really good potential, to be fair to him. Good player for League 2 sides at the moment. But yeah, I accepted the loan deal for a month because I thought it just makes sense. Now that we've got all our wingers back fit, it makes sense to loan him out. But then they asked to extend the loan by another 3 months, and I kind of had a real look and sort of a look as to what I thought I was going to do, and obviously the players that we had available already. And I actually decided we've got a recall option on him, but we actually decided to accept the loan deal, and he's now joined Mansfield on loan for a further 3 months. So it does mean it saves us money. He's got a very good value, by the way. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on via hitting that potential in the future, but at least he's going to be playing first team football at Mansfield. He's started very, very well there. 4 appearances, average rating of 7.55, so he's doing very well. As I said, Mansfield are currently in League 2, so he's a very good player for them. But yeah, so we'll see what we decide to do with him in the future as well. Now then, the game today, as you probably know, is against Doncaster. They are in League 1, joining us in League 1. Actually, we'll go through the schedule first. We left you after the Peterborough game where we managed to steal a 1-0 win, and as you can see, we've not been doing too badly at all. We started off after the Peterborough game, we drew with Rochdale, we drew 1-1. Johnny Jackson scored a penalty in the 82nd minute to get an equaliser. Wes Fletcher got the first goal in the 58th minute Tom Eastman was then sent off in the 91st minute. He actually gave away a penalty, but luckily Colio saved the penalty, which is great. So it saved a point for us, but I was a little bit gutted that it was 2 penalties in the space of nearly 10 minutes that nearly threw away the victory. Notts County, though, we lost 2-1 against, and we should have won this game if I'm completely honest. Wes Fletcher again on the score sheet. Will Hayhurst and Connor Smith scored for Notts County, meaning we, especially being at home, lost 2-1. Then we played Oxford, who were top of the league, and they won the league. They won League 2 when we were in League 2 with them. We went up to League 1 together, and they were top of the league by quite a considerable amount, and we managed to smash them away from home 3-0. Tom Youngs, as I said, coming into the team and doing absolutely amazingly, getting 2 goals, and then Coulson with a third in the 78th minute. A very comfortable victory away from home, and I was absolutely chuffed to bits, if I'm honest. I was jumping around the room when we scored all 3 goals of them against them. Then we played MK Dons, who recently come down from the Championship, and we beat them 3-1 away from home. Luke Williams scored for them, then Simon Hanna, Tom Youngs and Tom Eastman getting 3 goals in the space of 20 minutes. So we smashed them, beat them 3-1, and again another massive 3 points against a really big team in the league. Then we played Leyton Orient, another reasonably big team in the league, and we beat them 2-1. Tom Young scored again, Simon Hanna again with a goal, although we were actually quite lucky in this game because they went down to 10 men in the 33rd minute and then to 9 men in the 36th minute. Obviously we scored in the 31st, so they went then down to 9 men in the next couple of minutes. It was a very eventful 5 minutes of the game. And then Zach Thompson, they swung a free kick in, and Zach Thompson actually got an equaliser. And we were on the ropes for quite a bit, and not on the ropes, but we were winning the game. We were not winning the game, but we were all over them essentially. But nothing was happening. We weren't getting many highlights, and we managed to get an 84th minute winner, Simon Hanna, getting on the score sheet to steal a victory. And to be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed in the way we performed because considering they were down to 9 men, we should have battered them, but it just wasn't to be. But then we played probably one of the biggest teams in the league. I think they're favourites to win the league, Middlesbrough. And we drew 0-0 with them, so it was good to get a point, especially away from home. We did try to press for the victory. It was a very, very even game, to be fair. If we have a look here, you'll see. It was a very, very even game. We edged the possession, and they had 1 more shot than us. Both only had 3 shots on target. So, it was a very, very even game. So, considering how good of a team Middlesbrough are, if we go to the season preview, I think they're predicted to win the league. Yeah, so Middlesbrough predicted to win the league. Peterborough, who we played in the last episode, we beat, and they were predicted to finish 3rd. Leyton Orient were not too bad a team, I guess. Dons, obviously, in 8th place, MK Dons. And we're playing Doncaster today, who are predicted to finish 7th. Obviously in the Johnston Paint Trophy, though. So, yeah, but we'll have a look, and this is how we are currently laying out in the league. So we're actually in the playoff spots at the moment. We're doing very, very well. We're predicted to put up a fight. So we're predicted to finish in this bottom 4. So the fact that we're already 13 points clear of that bottom 4 is very, very reassuring. And I'd imagine they'll probably let us reevaluate our targets in a couple of months' time, which we won't change. We'll obviously stick with it because the last thing I want to do is get sacked after putting all this work in. But we've built a very, very good team, or a basis team to work around, and we're slowly going to improve each position one by one over the couple of seasons. But yeah, I mean, Oxford up there still in 2nd place, only 2 points behind Chesterfield. So we're doing okay, I have to admit. So, we'll get into the game then. Doncaster away. They've been playing a 4-4-1-1. We've got Marlon Pack suspended this game, and Suarez is unavailable on international duties. So is Luke Woodland. So we've got a bit of a reshuffle in the squad. Hopefully Doncaster will have the same situation. In fact, let's have a quick look at them before we get into the game. Is it going to let me look at it? So yeah, they've got Lloyd Doyley out. They've got Theo Robinson out. They've got Andy Butler out injured. Dean Furman out injured. And they've got, yeah, that's pretty much all the unavailable ones. So we'll go to the team start. What's Stat Pack? I've never seen that before. Is it going to let me go back now? Come on. Stop messing me around. Here we go. Right, so we're going to have a bit of a reshuffle, I think. Obviously, we've got Ben Barber's wanted as well. I've just noticed that. Dickinson should be able to come straight back in for Ben Barber. He was suspended in the last game for yellow. Was it yellow cards or a red card? I can't remember. A little bit worried about that defensive midfield area though. We'll bring O'Connor in as an anchor man. Hannah's definitely going to play because we've been doing very well. And then we've got to bring a centre midfielder in. Let's go. Should we go? Maybe move Hannah over to the left. What should we do? I'm thinking it's obviously going to be either. I think we'll bring Liam Donnelly in for Paul Connolly. Donnelly. By the way, if you haven't seen Liam Donnelly, this guy's a beast. Look at him already. 20 years old, from Northern Ireland. He's got great physical attributes. Mental attributes are superb as well. Love that work rate, that determination as well, and that teamwork is always good. Tackling is massive for a right back and for the role that I play him in. Long throws is obviously overpowered on this game. And yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with it. Probably my favourite signing so far, Liam Donnelly, other than maybe Jordan Clark in the first season. But yeah, we'll sort out the centre midfield issue. I think we're either going to go Clark, or let's go Clark for now, and then we'll probably rotate McDonnell in at some point. I'd like to give Josh Carson a rest. Let's play. I know Josh Carson's been doing well, but we'll bring in Sellers, see how he gets on, and maybe rotate him. Coulson, who have we got on the right hand side available? We'll bring. Well, Lee Croft's not quite fit yet. He's still getting back to fitness. By the way, that's another thing to add. Lee Croft has been needing rest. We played him a couple of under 21s games to get his match fitness up, and he's after a couple of under 21s games he needed a rest. So that was a bit of a worry. So yeah, right. We'll bring Lee Croft with us anyway, and we've already got a centre back. We'll bring Ben Barber with us. So that should pretty much do. Oh, there's only 5 subs in this game. We'll swap Croft and Carson then. I think it's 5 subs, isn't it? Right, okay, so we're going with Dickinson, Eastman, Casasola and Donnelly at the back, Colio in goal, O'Connor in the anchorman role, Hannah and Clark in central midfield, Sellers on the left, Coulson on the right, and we'll go, let's bring Wes Fletcher in for Tom Young's. Oh. We'll give Wes Fletcher a run out. We're going to go on the counter to start off with, maybe go attacking at some point. But here we go, boys. So, Johnston's Paint Trophy. Doncaster are 4-6 favourites to win it. We are 7-2 odds on not to win. By the way, Harry Forrester is from Milton Keynes, where I'm from. Just a little let you know about that one. I don't know if you saw his goal at the weekend, but he was playing a pass back to the goalkeeper, back to their goalkeeper after the referee said to play it back to the opposition keeper. He smashed it and it's gone over the keeper's head. So you should check that one out. And then they go and let the opposition score just to make things right. Obviously, it's probably the right thing to do. So yeah, so we'll passionately tell them that we've got faith in them. Come on, boys. Johnston Paint Trophy time. Let's go to Wembley. I think the Johnston Paint Trophy's at Wembley still. So here we go. We've got the latest scores and the team ratings on the right hand side. We've got the match stats on the left hand side. Hopefully we can get a good result today. Get through to the next round. See how we go. So we're reaching 10 minutes and we haven't conceded yet. That's good news. Colio's way out of goal though. He hopefully gets back into goal nice and quickly. Clark's 6'4", should win that. Bennett goes long to Mackay. Eastman should win the ball off him. He does. Just keep the ball, boys. Don't be messing about with it. Just to let you know, by the way, guys, I'm going to go through the tactic that I've been playing. Wes Fletcher, though, I'm going to interrupt myself there. Wes Fletcher's through on goal. Is he going to? It looks like a good block by the defender. He got in behind him very well, but it was a clear-cut chance. And maybe we should have done better. But O'Connor swings a corner in and it's going to go straight to the keeper. But yeah, in the next episode, guys, I'm going to be going through the tactic I'm playing. Obviously, in previous episodes, you might be aware that I was really struggling with my tactic and I was making adjustments too much probably. And things just weren't going to plan and it wasn't happening the way I wanted it to. But I've come up with a system that I think has been working so far, touch wood, that it carries on. But yeah, so I'll be going through the tactic in the next episode, or our main tactic that we've been playing. And so far it seems to be doing very well. One good thing about it is no matter what type of opposition we play, whether it's sort of this league and below or any of the big teams in the league, we are matching most of them for possession, which is good. So we are creating chances. So fingers crossed. As you can see, look, Doncaster are obviously the much better team and favourites to win. We're matching them on possession now. And other than that shot just there, we're also matching them on shots. So Coulson through to Fletcher. Defenders, a heavy touch. Coulson wins it. Go. We've hit the post. We've hit the post. Very unlucky there. I'm not too sure. I think that was Wes Fletcher that hit the post. A couple of get players are not having a great game. Coulson on a 6 point. Wait a second. Hendry cleared by Dickinson. It's clear. Bennett knocks it down to Green, and Green is going to slot that home to make it 1-0 to Doncaster just before half time. A real killer place to concede a goal. But we've got a couple of players that aren't doing too well. Coulson on a 6.4, Hannah on a 6.4, and Casasola on a 6.3. So we've got a couple of players that aren't performing to the best of their ability at the moment. We might have to have a little bit of a moan. I have to take a sip of my cup of tea. So Hendry swinged the ball in. To be fair to Doncaster, that's a great knockdown by Bennett, and the volley to finish that. Colio did all he could to try and reach the ball and stop the ball from going in, but it wasn't to be. But Casasola worrying me there with that 6.2. Maybe we have to have a look at that at half time. I'm going to aggressively tell him they ain't been good enough. We're not going to do any more than that. We've had 2 clear-cut chances and done nothing. We've had equal shots and we're pretty much 50-50 on possession. So maybe we should be doing better than we are as Jordan Clark runs into trouble. Looking very frustrated. I might quickly tell him and passionately encourage him as something's going on, but I'm not looking. Hannah's got the ball. O'Connor, Clark. What are you going to do for me? Hannah, play it wide or just leave it. He's got it back. Good boy. Coulson, you got lots of room, mate. Oh, it's a good block by the defender. Great block by Doncaster. And they'll be happy with the team so far. O'Connor's going to take the corner. He's going to put the ball in the box. It's going to be cleared very easily by Hendry. So many corners go to the front post and not do anything. I've told them central or back post. As it's swinged in and it's cleared again. Hannah, O'Connor, back to Hannah. Good bit of football. And he's going to lose it. Is it going to be a penalty? No. O'Connor, though, is going to keep the ball, keep it live, keep the highlight going. Hannah, tackled well by Kenny. Bennett clears, and Green's got a lot of room to come forward with the ball. This is going to continue the highlight. Whoever that number 10 is probably offside. Green's going to continue on, and he puts it well wide. Definitely need to step up our game. We've just encouraged them, so hopefully that makes a little bit different. Abdul Razak has just been injured by Doncaster as well. Paul Keegan comes on for him, so we'll have a look at the opposition instructions in a second. Gilles Koke has also replaced Jordan Linley for Doncaster. Maybe we'll make a look to make a change ourselves. Kenny, though, with a throw for Doncaster. Let's not make this 2-0. There's Harry Forrester from Milton Keynes. Plemaine, he's injured. We're taking a knock. Forrester, we're going to win the ball off him. No, he gets the ball out to Keegan. But Clark picks up the ball and he goes backwards. What was that all about? Sellers, Fletcher. Skips by number 71, whoever that is. Browning. Coulson. Do not lose that ball there. Good boy, beats him. Fletcher. And he play that inside. Why is he not giving it here? Green. Clark wins the ball back, but Green's going to pick it up again. He goes long ball, it's over the top. And Liam Donnelly's given away a penalty. For God's sake, there's a penalty in every single game at this level. It's so frustrating. This could become 2-0, and the curse of the live episode goes on. Liam Donnelly's also been booked for that stopping a goal scoring opportunity. Green with the penalty, and he's put it in. We're going to make some changes, I think. Let's take Connolly off. We'll bring on Donnelly off, sorry, and Connolly's going to come on. O'Connor's knackered. Simon Hannah's knackered. Sellers not having the best of games. Let's give Carson a run out. I'm just trying to think. Do we want to make our last change now? Our defenders are playing really poorly. Eastman not having a great game at all. We'll leave it at that for now. We're going to go attacking. Yeah, alright, get on with it. So Green, as you can see, with a penalty. Colio goes the wrong way. And he slots it home. Green's been booked since like the first minute, I think. Here, I'm guessing that's Green's yellow card. It was, yeah. So we'll go attacking. Dickinson not having a great game either. We're going to passionately tell him. Actually, we're going to certainly tell him that we demand more. See if we can get anything out of this game. It would be great to score early on. Hannah again, though, having a great game. Casasola's now picked up a knock. That's where we're going to make the change. I'm not risking injuries. Especially 2-0 down with 8 minutes to go. We might as well go overload. We've got nothing to lose, have we? Other than the third goal. but we've had more shots, we've had more possession. It's just we're not clinical enough. We've had 3 clear-cut chances and not scored a single goal. This might be the issue that I'm having with Wes Fletcher at the moment. Maybe we should have brought on Youngs maybe for a Fletcher at some point, but I think that's pretty much going to do it, boys. So as we hit the last 10 seconds, Browning picks up the ball for Doncaster. By the way, Doncaster are like my bogey team. Eastman's now fouled Forrester. He's going to get booked. But Doncaster are like my bogey team, by the way. If I do a bet or an accumulator, it'll always be Doncaster that let me down. Whether it's because I want them to win or lose, they always let me down. So I no longer bet on them. It's actually got to that point where I refuse to bet on Doncaster. But yeah, so we're going to assertively tell them I'm far from pleased with what I saw from this team. They've reacted well to that. And that is going to conclude episode number 12, boys. Obviously, there's been another upload as well today because we missed Tuesday. So that will be coming. I have had upload issues today for some sort of reason. I uploaded the tomorrow's Villa save, or Friday's Villa episode today as well, and I was having problems with it. It did finally go up, but I've also had issues with uploading the first one of today. It went up. I uploaded it, and then it scheduled itself for an hour later. I looked an hour later, and it had rescheduled itself for an hour later again. So I wasn't too sure what the situation with that was, and I don't know why it was scheduling itself. I normally schedule, like for example, my Villa one's scheduled for tomorrow or Friday at 8 o'clock, so in the morning. So that should be up for 8 o'clock in the morning. But for some reason, this schedule, the first one scheduled itself. So apologies if there was a delay with getting that one up. This one obviously should be up relatively quickly after that one, fingers crossed, without any issues. But if not, I will upload it and get it uploaded on the Friday, trusting it all goes well, or tomorrow. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. Remember to get your comments in. I say this every episode, asking me what you want me to look at and what you want me to go through. Maybe how I do things, maybe just because you're intrigued about something. One of the things that we recently done in the video episode is my player numbers and how I do that. Got a little bit of a conversation going and why I give who what number and stuff like that. So it's just little things like that. It's quite interesting to see how people do things differently. But anyway, remember to get your comments in. Remember to leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Don't forget about the video series, and the World Network game will return very, very soon. Unfortunately, Completely Chaz has been away on holiday, being probably relaxing somewhere on a beach or something. So although we're missing, well, 2 things. We're missing the bloody series, and he's on a beach and I'm not. So, but yeah. But also one thing to actually make you aware of, in September, so next month, awkwardly on September the 11th, I fly to America. I'm driving down the west coast of America, doing all California and that good stuff, and I'll be away for 16 days. Well, it's technically 17 days, 16 nights. I will do my very best to get the uploads all sorted for them, and they'll be arranged for whilst I'm away. I'll probably do the 3 weeks because I imagine I'll probably have a bit of a hangover when I get back for a week. So hopefully I'll get 3 weeks of recordings done before then. But don't forget to check out the Twitter, because a lot of people have been asking me where things are and stuff. I regularly tweet about updates about the channel, updates about different things, whether it's football discussion, all that good stuff. So make sure you go follow me there. And if you're wondering, oh, why hasn't an episode been uploaded yet? All will be explained on the Twitter all the time. So yeah, that's about it. I think that's all the updates you need to know. Remember to leave a like, as I said. Remember to leave a comment, as I said. And remember to subscribe, as I said. So thanks very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you on... I think we've got an update. I think we've got an upload coming up on Saturday instead of the World Network game, because Chaz is away. But if not, Monday for Villa. We're doing very well in that. We're in the Champions League. Hopefully we can press on to win it. But peace.